Jeremy. Today's day 258 of reading. Today we're reading Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Let's get started. By the way, say hi to Beluga. We're on page 285. He'll be chilling on my hand. I did it, Harry said. I don't know how. But Angelina had now swooped down on him. Oh, if it couldn't be me, at least it's a Gryffindor. You'll be able to pay back Diggory for that last Quidditch match, Harry, shrieked Katie Bell, another of the Gryffindor chasers. We've got food, Harry. Come and have some. I'm not hungry. I had enough at the feast. But nobody wanted to hear that he wasn't hungry. Nobody wanted to hear that he didn't put his name in the goblet. Not one single person seemed to have noticed that he wasn't at all in the mood to celebrate. Lee Jordan had unearthed a Gryffindor banner from somewhere, and he insisted on draping it around Harry like a cloak. Harry couldn't get away. Whenever he tried to slide over the staircase up to the dormitories, the crowd around him closed ranks, forcing another butterbeer on him, stuffing crisps and peanuts into his hands. But everyone wanted to know how he had done it. How he had tricked Dumbledore's age line and managed to get his name into the goblet. I did it, he said, over and over again. I don't know how it happened. But for all the notice anyone took, he might just as well not have answered at all. I'm tired, he bellowed finally, after nearly half an hour. No, seriously, George, I'm going to bed. He wanted more than anything to find Ron and Hermione, to find a bit of sanity, but neither of them seemed to be in the common room, insisting that he needed to sleep and almost flattening the little Creevy brothers as they attempted to waylay him at the foot of the stairs. Harry managed to shake everyone off and climb up to the dormitory as fast as he could. To his great relief, he found Ron was lying on his bed in the otherwise empty dormitory, still fully dressed. He looked up when Harry slammed the door behind him. Where have you been? Harry said. Oh, hello, said Ron. He was grinning, but it was very odd. Strange sort of grin. Harry suddenly became aware that he was still wearing the Scarlet Gryffindor banner that Lee had tied around him. Harry hastened to take it off, but it was knotted very tightly. Ron lay on the bed without moving, watching Harry struggle to remove it. So, he said, when Harry had finally removed the banner and thrown it into a corner, congratulations. What do you mean, congratulations? Said Harry, staring at Ron. There was definitely something wrong with the way Ron was smiling. It was more like a grimace. Well, no one else got across the age line, said Ron. Not even Fred and George. What did you use? The invisibility cloak? The invisibility cloak wouldn't have gotten me over that line, said Harry slowly. All right, said Ron. I thought you might have told me if it was the cloak, because it would have covered both of us, wouldn't it? But you found another way, did you? Listen, said Harry. I didn't put my name in that goblet. Someone else must have done it. Ron raised his eyebrows. What would they do that for? I dunno, said Harry. He felt it would sound very melodramatic to say, to kill me. Ron's eyebrows rose so high that they were in danger of disappearing into his hair. It's okay. You can tell me the truth, he said. If you don't want everyone else to know, fine, but I don't know why you're bothering to lie. You didn't get in trouble for it, did you? That friend of the fat lady's, that Violet, she has already told us that Dumbledore's letting you enter. 1,000 galleons prize money, eh? And you don't have to do your end-of-the-year test either. I didn't put my name in that goblet, said Harry, starting to feel angry. Yeah, okay, said Ron, in exactly the same skeptical tone as Cedric. Only you said this morning you'd have done it last night, and no one would have seen you. I'm not stupid, you know. You're doing a really good impression of it, Harry snapped. Yeah, said Ron. There was no trace of a grin, forced or otherwise, on his face now. You want to go to bed, Harry? I expect you'll need to be early tomorrow for a phone call or something. He wrenched the hanging shut around his four-poster, leaving Harry standing there by the door, staring at the dark red velvet curtains, now hiding one of the few people had been sure would believe him. Oh my god. I was going to say fighting. 18. The Weighing of the Wands. When Harry woke up on Sunday morning, it took him a whole moment to remember why he felt so miserable and worried. Then the memory of the previous night rolled over him. He sat up and ripped back the curtain of his own four-poster, intending to talk to Ron, to force Ron to believe him, only to find that Ron's bed was empty. He had obviously gone down to breakfast. Harry dressed and went down the spiral staircase into the common room. The moment he appeared, the people who had already finished breakfast broke into applause again. The prospect of going down into the great hall and facing the rest of the Gryffindors, all treating him like some sort of hero, was not inviting. It was that, however, or stay here and allow himself to be cornered by the Creevy brothers, who were both beckoning frantically to him to join them. He walked resolutely over to the portrait hole, pushed it open, climbed out of it, and found himself face to face with Hermione. "Hello," she said, holding up a stack of toast, which she was carrying in a napkin. "I brought you this. Want to go for a walk?" "Good idea," said Harry gratefully. They went downstairs, crossed the entrance hall quickly without looking in at the great hall, and were soon striding across the lawn toward the lake, where the Durmstrang ship was moored, reflected blackly in the water. It was a chilly morning, and they kept moving, munching their toast. As Harry told Hermione exactly what had happened before he had left the Gryffindor table the night before, to his immense relief, Hermione accepted the story without question. "Well, of course I know you hadn't entered yourself," she said, when he'd finished telling her about the scene in the chamber of the hall. "The look on your face when Dumbledore read out your name. But the question is, who did put it in? Because Moody's right, Harry. I don't think any student could have done it. They'd never be able to fool the goblet, or get over Dumbledore." "Have you seen Ron?" Harry interrupted. Hermione hesitated. Yes, he was at breakfast," she said. "Did he still think I entered myself?" "Well, no, I don't think so. Not really," said Hermione awkwardly. "What's that supposed to mean? Not really?" "Oh, Harry, isn't it obvious?" Hermione said despairingly. "He's jealous." "Jealous?" Harry said incredulously. "Jealous of what? He wants to make himself a prat of himself in front of the whole school, does he?" "Look," said Hermione patiently, "it's always you who gets all the attention. You know it is. I know it's not your fault," she added, quickly seeing Harry open his mouth furiously. "I know you don't ask for it, but, well, you know, Ron's got all those brothers to compete against at home, and you're his best friend, and you're really famous. He's always shunted to one side whenever people see you, and he puts up with it. And he never mentions it, but I suppose this is just one time too many." "Great," said Harry bitterly. "Really great. Tell him from me I'll swap any time he wants. Tell him from me he's welcome to it. People gawping at my forehead everywhere I go." "I'm not telling him anything," Hermione said shortly. "Tell him yourself. That's the only way to sort this out." "I'm not running around after him trying to make him grow up," Harry said, so loudly that several owls in a nearby tree took flight in alarm. "Maybe he'll believe I'm not enjoying myself once I've got my neck broken or—" "That's not funny," said Hermione quietly. "That's not funny at all." She looked extremely anxious. "Harry, I've been thinking. You know what we've got to do, don't you? Straight away, the moment we get back to the castle?" "Yeah, give Ron a good kick up the—" "Right to Cyrus! You gotta tell him what's happened. He'll ask you to keep him posted on everything that's going on at Hogwarts. It's almost as if he expected something like this to happen. I brought some parchment and quill out with me." Come off it," said Harry, looking around to check that they couldn't be overheard, but the grounds were quite deserted. He came back to the country just because of my scar twinge. He'll probably come bursting right into the castle if I tell him someone entered me in the Triwizard Tournament. Thank you, everyone. That's all for today. Bye. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to read page 291. Actually, we're going to read page 291. Peace out.